Hello everybody, in this video I'll be reviewing this Dell Vostro 3510 laptop, and I'll be comparing it to my mom's Lenovo laptop. So basically this laptop comes with Windows 11 Pro or Ubuntu, Linux Ubuntu, depending on how much you pay for it. Windows is going to be, of course, the more expensive option. You get this model comes with an i3. You can also get it with an i5 and i7 11 gen processor, and this one is at 3 GHz and goes up to 4.1 GHz, and it has Intel Ultra HD graphics, a 15.6-inch display. It's hard to open with one hand. 15.6-inch display, 1080p, 60 Hz, non-touch, AGWVA, LED backlit, narrow border, and let's just shut it off. For the memory, it has 8 GB of RAM, DDR4. For the hard drive, it has a M.2. This one has a 512 GB. You can get a 256 GB version, M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD with good speeds. I'll show you in my testing. I'll also be doing tests of this laptop, and that will all be in this video. So make sure you subscribe and like the video to see that. Keyboard is non-backlit, and some versions of this come with 1 year subscription to McAfee Smart Business Security. I have Kaspersky installed on it. Also it has a 720p camera here at 30 fps, HD single integrated microphone. For the speakers, it has 2 times 2 watts, so 4 watts in total, stereo speakers, Bluetooth, and for the ports, here, as you can see, it has 2 USB 3.2 Gen 1, an HDMI 1.4, and the last port is where you charge it. On the other side, it has a card reader, which is kind of slow in my testing, a USB 2.0 port, RJ45 for Ethernet, and a headphone port. And it has this thing, which I don't know what it's called, I don't know. And the screen actually acts as a footrest here, as you can see. And yeah, now we'll turn it off and boot it up and see how much it takes. Okay, let's boot it up, pressing in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, it's booting up now. Also, I should mention that I installed Windows. It had Ubuntu, Linux Ubuntu originally, but I installed Windows for free. If you don't know how to do that, I'll do a video on it. And that took about less than 20 seconds to boot. And also the trackpad is not that great. The Lenovo one has a better trackpad. And now let's continue on with the testing. Open up Crystal Disk. That's the first test. And I'm just gonna run the read and write one, so you can see how fast the read and the write are of the M.2 SSD. And as you can see, 3,258 megabytes per second. That's about as fast as you'll get with a Gen 3 SSD. I have a Gen 4 SSD, but I have a Gen 3 motherboard, and I get these speeds also. So yeah, this is pretty fast. So at the end of the video, I'm gonna tell you how much I paid for the laptop. Is it worth the money? And I'll that stuff. But yeah, those are the final results. Like I said, the trackpad is kind of bad, so let's put a mouse. I have the Logitech G203, and if you have Logitech stuck in an infinite loop, I have a video on how to fix that. I'll link it somewhere. As you can see, mine works. It's doing what I assigned it to. And now let's go with Cinebench and start. Now this is gonna take a while, but it will give us a proper indication of how good the CPU is. You can skip, I'll have timestamps on the video where the results are, so you don't have to watch this entire thing, or I'll just speed it up, I don't know. Okay, so as you can see, I'll stop the test now. Okay, now I'll show you the card reader. This card I'm using, SanDisk Extreme Pro. It's 170 megabytes per second read, and I'll show you how slow the SD card reader is on this. You see it's set to D. C is the main drive, D is the card slot. I'll just show you the read and write speeds and show you how slow it is. Okay, it's done. As you can see, it's pretty slow. This is a 170 megabyte card, and it's only reading 25 megabytes per second and 23 write. It usually gets, I think, 90 or 110, something like that. On this Lexar I have tested it on the Lexar, and it's not the card's fault, it's the laptop. And as a final test, before we compare it to the Lenovo, I'm gonna run Counter-Strike Global Offensive on it, and you will see that it is not capable of running Counter-Strike, because you will see if I adjust the camera a bit. We're getting focus. .34 FPS in the menu. Okay, let's go into deathmatch, and you will see just how slow it is. Now it does have a fast SSD, but it still takes a while for it to connect to the game, so almost hard drive level speeds just to connect to a simple Dust 2 deathmatch game.
çocuk pompalın amına. Bekleteyim. Why taking me? Why?
As you can see, it's really slow and unplayable. Can't even
Just
play.
take the higher score people. Just YouTube.
Okay, so I'm gonna adjust the settings and see if I can make it playable. Okay, so now I have it in 4:3 resolution, 2024 times 768. Everything is set to low. Multi-core rendering is on, and now we'll see what results we can get with if it's playable now or not when it actually loads the game. Oh, it's loading faster too now. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're getting 20 FPS. This is still very unplayable. Very unplayable. Nope, you can't play games on this laptop, sorry. Okay, now let's try the Lenovo one. As you can see, it's Lenovo. This is right there. Oh crap. There we go. Let's see how much it takes to boot up. I pressed it. This has Windows 10 Original, that license and everything, and it has the camera hider here, so you don't see. And it takes about the same to boot up as the Dell, even though it's has a slower disk, as you'll see in my tests. If I can just adjust the camera here. Wait. Okay. Okay, now I'll show you Crystal Disk again. Let's go read and write. This is again the Lenovo one with the i3 7th Gen. It is pretty fast, not as fast as the Dell one, but to write is kind of slow, almost as slow as a standard SSD, but actually slower than a standard SSD, but still faster than a hard drive. But yeah, let me show you the card tester. Card slot. Let's just run Crystal Disk again. Also, I should mention this Lenovo one has two USB Type-C ports, which the Dell one does not. And this one has a better keyboard in my opinion. It's a little bit more not tactile, but you can feel it better, and it just feels nicer to type on this one. And overall it has a better feeling than the Dell one. Okay, so as you can see, it's faster, but not by a lot. It's just... wait, let me turn out the light. It's faster, but really not by a lot. It's 34 megabytes and 29 compared to 24 or 25, so it's not much faster, but it is faster. And let's just boot up Cinebench now and run the test. And I do have it in high performance mode here, not plugged into the wall. Okay, accept. And let's run the test. So the Lenovo got a score of 1452 points, which is less than half of what Dell had. But this, keep in mind that this Intel 7th gen. Where is it? This is a 7th gen, and Dell is an 11th gen, so that's to be expected. And this is a review of the Dell one, so let's jump into the conclusion. In conclusion, this is a 350 euro laptop. I've seen it go for a lot more, but if you can find it for 350 euros like me, which is about $383 US, and install Windows on it and delete Ubuntu, it's a pretty good bargain. It's snappy, it's good for web browsing and everything like that, but you cannot play games on it, you cannot render videos that well and stuff like that. But if you're looking for a better connectivity for the for the card slot, I will be making a video on the best card slot readers, gift card readers on the market, and so subscribe and hit the notification bell for that. Also, the laptop is pretty good with it having Gen 1 3.2 USB ports, so in most cases it's gonna be pretty fast. But like I said, it's not for gaming, it's not for video editing, it's just for the price. It's pretty good for what it is. That's the end of the video. Subscribe for more, like and comment, hit the notification bell, and thanks for watching. And subscribe to my other channel if you want to see FP related content. If you want to see knives and reviews like this one, subscribe to this channel, and thanks for watching.